In this video, we are going back to the drawing board and are going to cover how Amazon FBA works in 2022. Disclaimer, this video is for beginners. If you are an advanced seller, you are probably not going to gain a ton of value from this video. It is for beginners who want a step-by-step overview of how to start selling on Amazon in 2022. Let's jump right into it. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Brad Sherman, and on this channel we explore tips, strategies, and experiences that I have had that will help you start and build up your Amazon FBA wholesale business. In this video, we are covering how Amazon FBA works in 2022. We are going to focus on the basics and how you can really get started selling on Amazon this year. If you've been thinking about starting to sell on Amazon, you just want to go into it for a side hustle, or you hate your job and you want to transition and try to start your own business, this video is for you. Let's not waste any more time because I'm going to condense a lot of information into a brief video. I want this to be clear and concise for you guys so you can take away value from about a 15-minute video. Before we jump into it, if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like button, and if you do want to stay up to date on all of the future content that I put out, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay guys, I'm just going to use the whiteboard as an aid here to help me to explain some topics for this video. And the topic of this video is how Amazon FBA works. We're just going to say Amazon FBA in 2022. So guys, beginners, listen up. This is for you. Okay, essentially here's how Amazon works. There's two different types of accounts that you can have. You can have an individual selling account and a professional selling account. Individual versus professional. And with an individual account, you pay a $1 fee for every per unit sale that you sell on the Amazon platform. With a professional plan, you pay $39.99 in a monthly fee. You don't pay a per item fee. With a professional selling plan, you're going to have access to more advanced features and different reports. With an individual plan, you're not going to have access to it. If you're serious about selling on Amazon and your goal is to do volume on Amazon, it's going to make more sense to go with a professional selling plan. From a mathematical standpoint, if you're going to sell more than 40 units in a month, it makes sense to go with this, because with the individual plan, it costs you $1 per unit sale. Next topic, Amazon FBA versus Amazon FBM. FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon, and essentially what this process looks like is you are gathering inventory, however you're procuring it, whether it's through retail arbitrage, wholesale, private label, and you're taking a bulk shipment of say 20 units, 50 units, 100 units, 1,000 units, and putting it into boxes and shipping it into Amazon's warehouse. Amazon charges you a fee per unit sale. We're going to jump into the fees in a second, but I want to finish explaining the concept of FBA versus FBM. So Amazon charges you their fee, they store your inventory in their warehouse, and then when your inventory sells, they pay you. With FBM, right, FBA versus FBM. FBM, you are fulfilling each order by yourself. You're not sending your inventory into Amazon's warehouse. Rather, you are shipping each individual order to a customer. So let's say you have your Amazon seller account set up and you list an item. There will be a checkbox on whether you want Amazon to fulfill this item or you want the merchant to fulfill this item. If you are going to be fulfilling the item, then it's merchant fulfilled. If Amazon is going to be fulfilling the item, it's Amazon fulfilled. And what fulfilled means is it's just shipping to the customer. Who is shipping the item to the customer? Let's quickly discuss the fees associated with both of these models. With Fulfillment by Amazon, you can expect roughly a 33% fee that tends to go up slightly on certain product categories per year. Amazon charges you anywhere from 30 to 33%, depending on the size of the item, how heavy it is, different factors like that. Now, with Fulfillment by Amazon, you are taking a referral fee, which is the fee that you are taking in order to sell on the Amazon.com platform. That is a commonality between these two because with both models, you are selling on Amazon. So the referral fee they're taking, and then in FBA, they're also taking a pick and pack fee. This is the fee that they charge you when Amazon employees ship your items to customers. They have to put it in a box. They have to put it in a bubble mailer. They have to take your item off the shelf, which requires labor and manpower. So Amazon's charging you their referral fee and their pick and pack fee to ship it to the customers. Here, you're charged a 15% flat rate referral fee through FBM. There's no pick and pack fee because you are doing that. Your inventory is not in Amazon's warehouse. Guys, some people think when they first are starting in this business that you're selling to Amazon. You're not selling to Amazon. You're sending your inventory into Amazon's warehouse and they are storing the inventory for you. And they don't want to store it for a long period of time because Amazon charges you monthly storage fees. They charge you long-term storage fees if your items are in their warehouse for over 365 days. So you want to focus on a quick turn rate and selling through your inventory fast. In order to do this, you have to be sending in as much inventory to keep on hand for under a 30-day time frame. This makes Amazon happy and they're going to reward you with higher restock limits. So Amazon has a cap on how much inventory you can send in, and when you're turning inventory at a fast rate, they're going to increase the amount of inventory that you can send into their warehouse. I want to keep this basic for the beginners, so let's talk about a little bit on ungating. When you first start selling on Amazon, you're going to be restricted in a lot of product categories, okay? There are multiple different product categories on Amazon. You can go on Amazon.com and look through. In their search bar, there's a down arrow where you can click and see all of the different product categories that are in Amazon's catalog. You have the baby category, automotive, home and kitchen, health and household. The list continues to go on. Now, within each of these categories, Amazon ranks the sales volume of their product according to a sales rank. You can scroll to the middle of the page on Amazon in the product details page and see something called a best sellers rank, also known as a BSR. And what the BSR is it's an indication of how fast each item sells. Now, the BSR is specific to each product category. So a category like baby is going to be a lot different BSR than a category like home and kitchen or health and household. Those two categories that I mentioned tend to be much larger categories. So a 100,000 sales rank in health and household is going to sell more frequent than a 100,000 sales rank in baby or video games or one of the smaller categories. So you can go on junglescout.com sales estimator and type in any rank within the category and it will pop up and tell you roughly how many monthly sales take place for a given sales rank. The closer the sales rank is to 1, the better the product sells. If you're a number 1 sales rank in health and household, you are the best selling product in that category. Back to ungating for a second. Because you're going to be restricted on a lot of products, a lot of categories, this is going to be critical to get ungated in those categories so you can sell more inventory. So how do you get ungated? Well, it kind of depends on your business model. So let's discuss these 3 business models, right, on Amazon. You have arbitrage, wholesale, and private label, right? We talk a lot about wholesale on this channel. Now, these are 3 different ways to sell, business models to sell on Amazon. They all have pros and cons to each. Now, the tough part about ungating, though, is with arbitrage, you're going to be scanning these products in the store and you're going to see that you're gated in a lot. So the key is to try to find products that you're not gated in and sell those products profitably. That is way easier said than done, especially because Amazon has imposed more restrictions now than they did a few years ago when I started. So with arbitrage, the way to get ungated is to continue to sell inventory. The better your account gets, the higher your metrics, the more Amazon is going to ungate you. Now, the best part about Wholesale, and this is not a pitch for Wholesale, but the best part about Wholesale is that it will get you ungated in anything, because by definition, you're ordering products from manufacturers and authorized distributors. With private label, same situation, but with private label, you're not really selling all different kinds of products. You're starting out with one product and growing that product line and then doing it again and rinsing and repeating. So with private label, you will be able to get ungated for that category if you are buying from an authorized manufacturer. You'll be able to get that the invoice, the other documentation, whether it's a certificate of analysis, a CPC, a child protection certificate. Different categories require different documentation, but generally speaking, there will always be an invoice that is required to get ungated. A quick statistic for you guys is that over 50% of all the units sold on Amazon.com come from third-party sellers. It is a tremendous opportunity to start selling on Amazon in this current age, and it is not going away, it is only growing. Every time I hear someone say it's getting oversaturated, I see another person selling $100,000 or $1 million on Amazon. There are plenty of people that are doing this successfully, but you have to deploy the proper techniques and processes and run this like a business, just like any other business. In terms of starting capital for selling on Amazon, it's going to depend on your business model, right? If you're doing retail or online arbitrage, you can start out with a few $100. With Wholesale, it might take a little bit more, like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. With private label, to do it right, you might need upwards of $10,000. So there's 3 different models that you can start with, and you have to determine what is the best model that works for you, what you would enjoy the most, what would be most profitable for you. And you take that initial investment, you continue to reinvest your profits, right? And you keep building up capital and managing your cash flow, right? And then eventually you can start paying yourself as out of your payments from Amazon, right? Everybody gets into this business for a different reason. Some people want to just start a little side hustle. Some people want to grow, $1 million business. Some people just want freedom, right? Financial freedom, the ability to work for themselves and not having to answer to anyone, right? Whatever your why is, your reason, keep that in the back of your mind and continue to grow the business and rinse and repeat the process. I have a book recommendation for you guys, which is Profit First for E-commerce Sellers by Cindy Thomason. This book is great if you're a beginner for managing cash flow and making sure your books are in order. So your balance sheet, your income statement, different documents like that you need to have in order to really successfully manage your cash. It's not an easy task to run an inventory-based business. Plus, we have to deal with tons of other factors like Amazon losing our inventory, potential account shutdown. There's just a lot of different moving parts that go into this that might be overlooked in the beginning. So, if you guys enjoyed this video and gained value from it, hit that like button. And if you want to see more beginner content like this, drop a comment down below and let me know. If you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, I'll leave a link for that in the description below. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time.